Hello everyone, and welcome back to our playthrough of the first Gothic game. Last episode, we were thrown into the penal colony, and we started to learn a little bit about the world around us and how the colony is organized. We know there are free camps. We will probably have to join one of them. And for that, of course, there will be a poll at some point, we'll see, but that's a little bit in the future. And we made our way down to the old camp, we fought a few animals, we talked to a few people. And now, we're just gonna jump straight into the old camp. Okay, here we are. We're a bit low on health because we actually fought a few scavengers and some mole rats. But yes, this is the old camp, and look at that sky, isn't it beautiful? I mean, the glare is a bit weird, but this is another game where the ambience is just amazing. Just that continuous thundering of the big barrier, reminding you that you're trapped in here forever. It just adds so much to it. Right, let's
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Right, so let's see. We can tell him Diego says we should meet him in the camp. Or we just want to take a look around. Or sure, I plan to take on the whole camp. Now, normally, I would give the snappy, sarcastic answer, but do remember, the actual guards from this camp were killed. We saw that in the cinematic when the barrier went up. So, everyone in here, I'm assuming, is a convict. So, let's not step on any toes, and let's play the I know Diego card.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Well, that was nice and easy.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Okay. So, generally, unnamed guards will always say the same thing to you. But we can do a
Do you
little
need an extra man?
You must be one of the new
asking
ones,
around.
huh? If you're looking for a camp to join, try the sect loonies. They're not fussy about who they take on. We don't take just anyone, not unless you want to go digging in the old mine.
Okay. We already know who calls the shots around here. It's the Ore Barons. I don't remember what this particular Ore Baron's name is. So we can of course ask where we can find people. So let's see where
Where can I
Diego
find
is.
Diego?
During the day, he's usually at the castle entrance with Forrest.
Alright, we don't know where he will be during the night. But, just so you know, the NPCs in Gothic do have a schedule, and they will walk around and check in on things. Okay, shadows, guards. So generally, characters that are not properly named don't have much to tell you, but we will try and talk with whoever has an actual name. In this case, Diego right here. So let's have a little chat with Diego. Oh, it seems like we're just jumping straight into... We're continuing the chat we had just before. So let's hear about the barrier.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here, but you've only just arrived.
I mean, of course we want to escape a prison.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
All right, so basically, because no one can exit the camp, or not the camp, but the colony, that elevator that we were sent down on, well, we just got pushed in, but there were resources sent down by the elevator, and the ore will come out after. The guards will basically trade ore for stuff outside, and of course they got the king kind of in a corner, because this camp is the only one where you can find ore, magic ore for weapons. So yeah, that's an interesting dynamic they have here. What about the
two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
I mean, yeah, but
Take
on
care.
the other hand, at least they're trying to get out. Okay, who's this? Grim.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. I doubt that's ever like
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim.
every time.
I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
Those are nice pants you got there.
Very probably.
What's life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
Let's talk about something else instead. Time.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
Better keep on.
Okay, so there will be a big test in case we want to join with the old camp. Yeah, there's a cool thing here.
There must be something about that story after all.
We could actually loot this chest. Is anyone watching?
You have to watch what you tell people. I doubt that's ever like
Oh,
think-
okay, so the chest was actually closed. And we lost our lockpick. The lockpicking mechanic is a little bit funky, but really fun once you get used to it. Right, so we have to get to the fire mages, so that means we gotta get to the castle. And, oh, this looks like an intimidating guy. That's a cool armor he's got there. Doors.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
Okay, what if we have a letter for the High
I need
Mage?
to get into the castle. I have a letter here for the High Fire Mage.
And you expect me to let you stroll inside the castle to hand it over and collect your reward?
Yeah.
Okay, show me the letter.
I'm not letting you handle it. Forget it.
Okay, I've forgotten.
Right. Maybe bribery would work?
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be
Oh.
enough.
That's
1,000
lot of
nuggets?
ore.
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
Alright, what if I want to work for Gomez?
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Did Diego say this? I don't remember. Alright.
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Alright, why don't you give me the test?
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you. And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
Come on, we're capable.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm
Yeah.
ready for your task.
Give us the
What I'm
test.
about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Alright, why the mages protect Mordrag?
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Alright, where can I find him?
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
Do you want me to kill him?
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
Right,
I'll take care of it.
we'll do it. Okay, so we're going to have to talk to Diego about our test.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Okay, can you teach me?
Who can
something?
teach me?
Start
Or
with
who?
Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Alright. Can you
Can
teach me
you
something?
teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Alright, so he can teach us basic attributes. Of course, Dexterity is mostly for bows, and I think it affects some other skills, though I'm not sure. I don't actually remember. I think lockpicking, acrobatics, and stuff like that are not dependent on dexterity. I think they have their own little skill. But it's good to know that we can learn something from Diego. And just so you know, I will probably be going for swords. Bows are not really viable in Gothic, simply because there is a point at the end game where you need a certain item or spell to get past some of the monsters there, and unfortunately neither are bows. So if you're going for a bow run,
Come back
it's
soon.
not
There are
doable.
many things you need to learn.
Hang on, better not go rushing.
Okay,
There must be something about that story.
what's the test of
What's
fate,
the test
though?
of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
I doubt that's
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
Okay, why would Ian give me the list though? No one knows me here.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
Diego sent you. Alright, we'll try that. Where is the old mine?
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Alright, and who are these important people I'm supposed to impress?
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Alright,
Take care.
so this episode will probably not have a lot of action. We will walk around the camp and we'll look for
maybe.
people to give us some tasks. We'll see who the important people are. But I just remembered we actually have some meat. We killed a lot of creatures on the way. And yeah, we can...
You're very probably right.
should be able to cook the meat, right? There we go. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do it one by one. But it does increase the meat price a little bit, and if you tap the forward button enough times, you can bug it a little bit and it will cook a little faster. Right, so now we have 18 cooked meat, which restores 5 more hit points. That's 50% more, which is pretty cool. Okay, the cartographer is actually right there, but I do remember this from when I played last. See that guy that's smoking something, and right in front of him is a big angry guard? That guard's gonna ask us for protection money, and I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm probably gonna refuse him,
There was a time.
but by doing that, we will probably get attacked and beaten down. So I'd prefer to get a little bit of experience first. Okay, who's this? Okay, that guy is Dusty. He will follow you around if you give him a chance to talk to you, and I really don't want that, so I'm gonna go around him. And we can talk to Snaff.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
Right?
What
What's
can I
this
do for
favor?
you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
You know what? Bugs are a delicacy in some countries, I hear. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
It's really funny, cause, meat bug ragu a la snaf implies that in the Gothic universe, the French language exists somewhere. Right, where can I find
meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Okay, and mushrooms?
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Right, who was this guy you sent
Who was the guy
before?
you sent before me?
His name was Nick. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Alright. That looks like another guard. And, you know what? Let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say. To this Fletcher.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
What? Okay, where are you?
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Okay, so next the guy the cook sent for hell mushrooms.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
Alright.
Let me
So,
pass.
I think this could be one of the important people, so we could go looking for Neck. But first I would like to do a round of the camp. Oh! Under the castle wall, a little bit of a hidden hut, and here is Fingers, who could probably teach us something. So,
I want to become a shadow.
So?
can you help?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that
magic
before.
words.
If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
Alright. So what can you teach me?
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what you want to know.
Alright, so we could learn how to sneak around. The thing is, I've tried sneaking around last time I played, and it doesn't really seem to do much. So the other skills are lockpicking and pickpocketing. Pickpocketing is of course very risky, but lockpicking will be of use to us until the end game. I would like to completely upgrade lockpicking by the end. It makes it easier to preserve lockpicks. You can of course lockpick chests without having the skill. Every chest has a preset, let's say, pattern to it. And I could look those up on a wiki, but nah, we're gonna learn lockpicking at some point. But not right now. And of course, he's not gonna speak up for us in front of Diego because we haven't learned anything yet. But we do need to level up first because we don't have any skill points. So let's look around a little bit more. I don't think there was anyone important up here, so let's go down. Is there anyone in here? No one saw us. Ah, but I don't have lockpicks. You can loot, actually, the whole colony if you want to. As long as no one notices. Because if they do, they will just tell you to get out. And if you don't, they will beat you to death, mostly. Right, Scatty.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Right,
what's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp, but business is business.
Okay.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Alright, so he teaches one-handed sword level 1. That's 50 ore and 10 skill points. And yeah, we will definitely come back here. If I remember correctly, you need one-handed so you can learn two-handed, but I'm not sure. These are actually the arena fighters. I do not want to engage with them just yet. I will have to challenge one of them at some point. You know what? I don't think this guy's from the swamp camp. But I don't think
What are you doing here?
Will accept my challenge.
I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
Hey, but
what is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Okay,
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the Sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
Okay, but I don't know the way.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
Okay, so there are more. Oh, what? Calm down, man. Okay, so there are more people from the swamps here, which is good to know. And I'm not sure if you can see them because it's pretty dark, but there are meat bugs here, and I'm gonna try to maybe Oh boy, yeah. Well, welcome to the craziness that is meat bug hunting. Because sometimes you just can't hit them. Oh, there's one.
What's
Okay,
up?
so we can get it in this exact spot. We just need to wait for it to come back. Yes! It's another
up?
free for the experience, and of course, meat off the bugs. Yeah, we should have enough meat by now. Oh, there's also a chest here. Let's see if there's anything inside. No, nothing. Okay, and I'm guessing this is the collapsed tower they were talking about. Is there anything in here I might loot? Well, there is a chest, but again, I don't have picklocks. We're gonna have to buy some of those. Okay. And there is Mordrag. The guy we're supposed to
Hey,
make
newcomer.
disappear.
I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Right. Show me your goods
Show me your
first.
goods.
Choose something.
Okay, so we are lacking lockpicks, so I would like to buy a few of those, but let's see what we can trade. We can get rid of these tumblers, the used torch. Other than that, we do have a potion of healing, which is pretty cool. And we have a lot of unused weapons. I'll keep some arrows just in case. And you know what? What else? I think we could give them some blueberries. Now, to control the inventory, again, I have to hold the action button, which is the mouse click, and then use either the turn key or the sidestep key to transfer wares. The turn key transfers only one, the sidestep key transfers like 10. Right, let's see what else. He has ore, which we will need because armor costs actual ore. 32. Can we buy something else for 1 ore? 1 arrow. We'll take it. Okay. And are you the
Are you
magician's
really the
courier?
magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Alright, so I could actually get to the magicians even if I'm part of the new camp, which is interesting. Let's tell him that Taurus wants him out of here.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
'Cause I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
Right. Tell me more about
Tell me
this
more
new
about
camp.
the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mine, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
Right, and what if I want to join?
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He's the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, Well, go for it.
Okay, so we could actually have an escort to the new camp right now, but I'm not gonna do it just now because I would like to get a little bit more experience. Also, we should head out here and get some hell mushrooms, but that will happen in the next episode. And yes, I'm sorry, the first few episodes will probably be just me talking around the camps because we are way too underleveled to do any actual proper combat. So there will be action in time. For now, we're just gonna have to do the easy missions we have around here, and then finally we will have to head to the old mine at some point. But before that, I would like to go through each of the camps and kinda get an introduction for each of them. But that will happen in the next episodes. Until then, I am Chromanim, and as always, I'll see you all next time.